Previously on the Cowboy Way, Alabama.
Hey, Larry, this is Bubba. I'm down here at the ranch waiting on you.
Bubba was stood up by the organic feed investors.
I don't want you to take this as a sign that I'm not interested in the project. I still very much want to do it.
What are you doing here?
Booger surprised Cody with wanting to be a buyer at his specialty cow sale.
So there is no buyer.
Yeah, there is a buyer. I'm interested in buying some cattle. But it ain't some guy from out of town flying in on a jet wearing a three-piece suit, if that's what you're thinking.
And this time, on the Cowboy Way.
Crazy!
Oh, this gate's open, Chip.
Come on, Cody. These gates got to stay closed.
Cody makes a costly mistake while helping his brother-in-law.
You gotta help me catch that Brahma.
While we're still in town right now, I'd like for us to go and see everybody that we love.
Yeah.
Go to all the favorite places that we love.
Bubba and Kaylee spend some time going down memory lane.
Because there's no telling if we're going to be spending any time with those people or those places or anything like that anytime soon.
I could use a good man out here to kind of take the load off of me. You know, what would you think about coming to spend some time with us out here?
Booger receives an offer to work in Texas for the summer.
So are you gonna go?
I don't know. I mean, it's a good opportunity.
Morning.
Hey, what's up?
And the guys all meet face to face for the first time since their confrontation.
What we doing, Harris?
I had some cattle pinned up. I figured I'd need y'all's help to work them, kind of get everybody together. You want to bring them in this lot first?
Yeah, I want to bring them cattle and put in the pen right here.
Okay, put them in this trap and sort. How many you want going on scale?
2 at a time.
2 at a time.
That's right.
Do you have any idea how goofy them cattle are?
Yeah, I do. Bring them on. Let's go.
Today we're in Mississippi to see my brother-in-law, Chip. He's got a bunch of Bremer cattle and 3/4 bloods that he needs to work. And plus, he wants to put some cattle in the first ever Dixie Darling cattle sale.
What's going on, Cody?
We decided we're gonna put on a specialty sale.
Yeah.
We're looking for y'all, maybe if you have 20, 25 little old pairs to throw in there, they're good crossbred cattle.
You know, I wouldn't do it for you, but I might would do it for Misty.
Aren't you glad you married me?
If you had them type of cattle at your cow sale, you would be the cow sale. They're good cattle. You're gonna sell that bull, that combo now, then people ain't gonna want you to utilize some heifers, not sell the bull
I
that's been
don't
with
know.
them.
Let's go. I don't know about selling that bull. I keep it.
He has a Bremer bull, and I'm here to tell you this sucker is the cat's meow. I do mean leathered up, deep, good looking Bremer bull. Chip, I gotta put this bull on my cow sale. Why would we utilize him with that bull if you ain't gonna sell him?
I don't know, Cody, if I want to sell him. I won't just want to have to keep him.
All right, then. You gonna go ahead and utilize these? You gonna tag him and worm 'em, or what you
We're
doing?
going to tag him, worm him, utilize him. All right, we're going to the chute.
So the whole process of this is get these Bremer heifers in here, get them lutealized, get them set up, and get them lightly exposed to a bull. That's kind of the deal. You can sell an exposed heifer at a sale, and these kind of cattle, they'll bring good money. We got to get them sorted off and get them gathered up to the Dixie Darling. I thought you said you were sending me gentle heifers to the sale.
That is the gentle ones.
I'd hate to see their mamas.
Come on, hand, bring them.
Look, I grew up with people just like Chip. I love them. If they ain't giving you a hard time, they don't like you.
You gonna bring them, Cody? I'll send that boy of mine to get them.
Easy now, y'all settle down. Huh? God. Thought you said that was gentle. Crazy. You know, we start working these Bremer cattle, and they're crazy. And I don't mean just a little crazy. I'm talking over-the-wall, bat loop crazy.
Cody.
You see that?
I got it in the arm last week. I want the 2 ballies. I want the red separate. I got 1 white Bremer in there, gotta go to another place. You gotta be separate, keep the bull to the side.
We start working through these cattle. Chip's telling me to sort this one, sort that, put this one there.
Come on, gotta finish the chores. There's your red.
Come on. Is this necessary?
When you tell me you can't handle it, I'll come in there and handle it.
I think he's just jacking me now. He knows these cattle are crazy, and he knows they're trying to hook me, and he thinks it's funny.
Let her come, hold the red. Let her come, hold the red. There's more than one way to skin a cat, Cody.
Throw that gate to me. They're shouting them orders. And I'm gonna take it for now. I'm gonna take it because I know if I do it and do it right, I might have a chance at that Bremer bull.
1 white Bremer out.
Roll it on the
Now.
Now where you
That
on her?
was so hard. We'll weigh her and put her on the other side.
You wanna weigh her first?
Yep.
Watch your back.
Hold
Watch
it,
your back.
hold it, hold it, hold it.
Ooh, this gate's open, Chip.
Come on, Cody.
Oh my gosh, who opened that gate?
These gates got to stay closed.
I'm trying to gather these cattle up for a cow sale. A nice set of good exposed Bremer heifers. And here one gets out. Probably the best one amongst them. And not only that, I'm trying to buy a Bremer bull. He ain't gonna sell me the Bremer bull now, especially since one of his prize Bremers gets out. Well, how much longer till your truck gets here?
He's on his way. Just called me. He's coming in the front gate.
Okay.
I'm gonna get him loaded up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
don't forget, you got to help me catch that Bremer. You left the gate open.
I'll come back in a day or so, we'll catch him.
A day or so.
Come on now.
Ain't no day or so. We don't quit till we get it done.
You know, I go to telling Chip, I'll catch you, cow. I'll come back tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do to get ready for the sale. And he says, no, sir. I'm gonna catch her today. And really, he's right. I'm here at this man's place. Cow gets out. It could have been my fault. It might not have been, but I feel obligated, and I need to do everything in my power to go catch her.
She's moving, that's for sure.
Y'all want to get them loaded up, and then once we
Yeah.
get them loaded and get them gone, I'll
Yeah,
help
we'll
you, I'll
get
help you catch
Sarah
her.
and go get
Yep.
her.
We'll just gooseneck her back.
Okay.
Thank you, Chip.
Good deal.
I'm
See
gonna get
y'all.
started. Get him a hug, please.
That's it.
Cheer him up.
Are you excited, Andy?
You excited?
Yeah.
With the possibility of us moving north, Kaylee and I want to take Andy to some of our favorite places. And her favorite place is the zoo. Andy loves animals. Every time she's around animals, she just always has a smile on her face and she's always in a good mood.
Okay, feed it to her. Yep, that's what she said. Here you go. Dog. Oh my goodness.
She loves animals, man. You want to go feed some more animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
cool.
do it.
We haven't been here in quite some time, but we both know that if we do move, we're not gonna be able to come here unless it's like a planned trip. So I think we're just kind of reliving our moments right now.
Andy, look. Andy, look. Look. Bunnies. Be careful.
Hey, Andy, you gotta be easy.
How about you?
I love to see Andy smiling and enjoying herself, and she loves these animals so much, and I believe she'd load them all up if Daddy would take them home for her.
Ducks, go get them.
Go get your ducks.
Go get them.
Let's get some bread from Mr. Billy, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Ready? Gonna feed them? Here you go, baby. Throw it out there.
Throw it.
Let's take them out here to the water, okay? Ready? Come on, this way. This way.
You know, these are the things that I'm personally gonna miss if we do move.
Yeah, we're gonna be finding out here real soon whether or not this deal goes through. I should be hearing from the investors real soon whether or not they're gonna purchase that ranch.
I'm so sorry, man. I'm not going to be able to make it. We had a death in the family, and I wasn't able to get on my flight this morning. But I want you to take this as a sign that I'm not interested in the project. I still very much want to do it.
Even though this deal hasn't gone through just yet, it doesn't mean it won't go through later on down the road. If they do purchase that ranch, I've got a big decision to make. Pulling up stakes and moving 4 hours north, that's a big deal. What I'd like for us to do while we're still in town right now is I'd like for us to go and see everybody that we love.
Yeah.
Go to all the favorite places that we love and eat at all the good restaurants that we love to eat at. You know,
Yes.
go reminisce and just, because there's no telling if we're gonna be spending any time with those people or those places or anything like that anytime soon.
I know.
You know, I've lived here in South Alabama for a long time, and I'm sentimental about this place. And if we're moving up north, I'm gonna miss being around here. But at the same time, as long as I have my family with me, we'll be fine and we'll be able to make new memories. And I haven't really even spoke to the guys lately. It's not like it used to be.
You remember a few years ago when you and I packed up and moved to Mississippi?
Yeah.
Y'all went through the same exact thing.
This isn't the first time that Bubba's been in a bad spot with Cody and Booger. I mean, they're good friends. And when you're that close, you fight like family. You also work it out like family.
My point is that even though y'all come to these moments where there is tension, y'all always get through them.
I don't know, honey. I just feel like this is different, though.
I hate for y'all not to speak to each other.
If it's meant to be, then it'll work out. If it ain't, then hey, it was fun while it lasted. I'm here with my 2 favorite girls. This is not the time to get heated or talk about the guys.
You want to walk or you want mommy to hold it?
Mama.
All right, come on, sugar.
Hold you.
Coming up,
It's good to be back out here, Dan. Didn't you say you had some students that was coming today?
Yeah, I surprised you with a little challenge.
Well, I had a guy reach out to me from Arizona. They want me to find a big ranch somewhere in Alabama and have me run the whole ranch, but it's 4 hours north of here.
Ooh.
It's good to be back out here.
It's really good to have you. We've had a lot of rain since you were here last.
You know, I really enjoyed being with Dan at Road to the Horse. Let's roll, Dan. Come on, Dan. Don't touch him, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Me and him have become great friends, and he's got a lot of horses that need training and a lot of customers that need help as well. So he's invited me to come out, help train some horses, and train some of his customers. Didn't you say you had some students that was coming today?
Yeah, I surprised you with a little challenge. I want to watch you teach these students and just get an idea of how you interact with a student. I know you're good with people, but I want to see you with students and a horse and an obstacle. It's a little creek, and I want these horses to be able to go over this little creek with these people as if these horses are carrying my grandmother or your child.
Sounds good to me. Being out here with Dan, his clients are very diversified. So there's no telling what kind of horse I'll be working with at any given moment. And me going around putting on horse clinics like I do, this is very beneficial for me.
Booger, this is Sean Turner right here.
Hey, Sean.
This is Josiah Walters, and that's Nicole Schultz.
Have you ever crossed a stream like this on your horse before? Good deal. I'm sure y'all cowboys have, huh? Yes, sir. The first thing, let's make sure this thing is crossable, so ease up here and look at it. I mean, it could be boggy, it could be a bog hole. So if there ain't no way you can cross something like this, you don't need to. I'd kind of show the horse the obstacle, really give the horse, get out of his mouth, let the horse see what's going on, because he's going to be the one figuring out where to put his foot. When you're introducing something to a horse for the first time, you need to show it to the horse and let the horse sort of figure it out. It's kind of like being married. If you can make the idea your wife's idea, it goes over so much smoother. Take a good look at what we're dealing with. Give him his reins and don't touch him as he crosses it. That was perfectly fine. He realized it. Oh, that wasn't nothing. Even more relaxed this time. You want to try your horse, being he's a little more seasoned than these guys? All right, ease him up. See, he's looking like, oh, what do we got here? There you go. There you go, keeping his nose towards the obstacle. You're doing really good, really good. Oh yeah. You know, obviously you can tell all 3 of these horses are different. The English horse, he has done this before. It don't take him just a minute to realize it's safe and he goes right across it. Try your paint horse. The paint horse, it doesn't faze him a bit.
That was pretty good. That's better than I thought that horse would do.
Reach back down, move that hip. But then the young horse, on the other hand, this is his first time. This horse has never crossed a creek before. You've got to really show it to this horse. He's got to learn that it's okay. It's not going to harm him. There you go, be real relaxing, real relaxed. Let her stand right there. Just let her stand, let her stand, let her stand.
That's really good. See, now she's
There
using
you go.
she's using her brain now.
Now she's thinking, she's thinking. She might just drink it. Look at that. All right. There you go.
Good job, Joe.
Anytime you're training a colt, you got to know when enough's enough. That's kind of the horse's reward. Make progress and then quit and let that horse think about it. It's that simple. The breaks is where they learn. Look at there, look at there. That's a big improvement. You know, being out here with Dan feels pretty good. It's still a great opportunity and I'm very thankful for it. We introduced them to water, we introduced them to crossing it. What else you got, Dan?
Let's go to the arena. I got something in store for you.
All right.
You ready to go?
Almost.
This should be pretty interesting, huh?
I just hope she ain't down by that creek. If
Yeah.
she's down by that creek with one horse and she gets down there and gets bogged down, it's gonna be rough. I wish we could take your horse, but she just ain't ready.
She cannot handle that Bremer coming at her.
No, she ain't ready. This heifer's out. Chip wants her back. I feel obligated. I was here. It could have been my fault.
Ooh, this gate's open, Chip.
Come on, Cody.
Oh my gosh, who opened that gate?
These gates got to stay closed.
So initially, Chip being the brother-in-law he is to me, he points his fingers at me. And really, he's right. I'm here at this man's place. Cow gets out, I need to do everything in my power to go catch him.
Love you. Be careful. Be
I ain't
safe,
back
buddy.
for dark.
You better
Send
take
out a
care of
search
him.
party, okay? Bye.
Bye. Love you.
It'd be really bad if I was out here by myself trying to look for this heifer. But Chip's gonna go help me. I mean, he knows the land. He knows where these cattle want to go. Chip and them have a lot of land. About 2,600 acres of woods, pastures, creeks, rivers, swamps, you name it, this place is like a melting pot of land. There's so much different terrain and a pile of cattle on it. And I'm looking for one Bremer heifer amongst all this.
Seen anything?
She ain't crossed that creek.
No, she ain't crossed there. I checked all them cattle over there. She ain't in there.
The only thing, you checked all over here?
I've been on this side. I hadn't been in
All
the
right.
back.
I walked the fence row on this side of that branch, trying to comb the tree lines and stuff.
She probably laid up on that creek. Probably got a dog route.
When she left, she was heading towards the creek, kinda.
That's right. Creek's high. I don't know if she crossed it, though.
I don't see why she wouldn't let
She'd have
something
to be
behind her.
Right.
Well, you ready?
Let's go.
You gonna ride this thing and let me ride old Black?
No, I'm gonna stick with Black.
Now, the first place that Chip says to look for this heifer is by the creek. It's hot, cattle need water, so I ride to the creek. When I get to the creek's up. And but one thing to do, let's get on across it. Me and Old Bay have traveled some miles today. I've been riding for hours, and this heifer is out on this big place somewhere, just hiding. What I'm looking forward to the worst is riding all the way back and telling Chip I hadn't found him.
Dennis! Hey, go, brother. What you doing up here? Come by to see you, partner. I heard that. What you got on you? Man, I come prepared, son. Golly.
So today I'm going to go see my good friend Tillis. Tillis is in the construction business. I met Tillis when I first moved to Alabama, and he is a good fella. He always gives me good advice. He's got a level head on his shoulders, and if there's anybody that I can talk to, it's Tillis.
Hey, let me get down. That wraps this up right here.
All right, buddy.
Hey, so what's going on?
Well, you know, last time I saw you, I didn't really know what direction we were going to go with the company and stuff, and the guys, they've kind of went their own separate way, and which is fine, and I had a group of investors reach out to me, and they want to start an organic ranch. They want to run all organic cattle. They've given me a heck of a job offer. If it all happens and stuff, that's going to mean us uprooting and kind of moving 4 hours north. And
Sounds like a real good opportunity, man. 4 hours, that ain't too far.
Tillis has been a real good friend of mine for a long time, and I feel that it's time for me to go ahead and tell him that I might be possibly moving to North Alabama. That's what you do. You tell your friends about what's going on in your life, and you want them to know up front. That way they don't get second and third-hand information, because we know how that turns out. On top of us having to uproot and leave my family, I'm also leaving my good buddy who I met first time, you know.
Dang.
I mean, me and you, we built a lot of stuff around town, and you helped me build my house, especially, and when I first moved up here, heck, you were about the only one that would ever come out there and see me. Yeah. But anyhow, man, I just wanted to come by here and tell you what was going on, and, you know.
Well, man, I'm glad you did. I tell you what, if you do decide to do it, you'll be missed in these parts of the woods, man, I tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking about y'all, praying for your new opportunity. I hope it works out for the best for you.
Yeah, well, just know, if I do head that way, my door will always be open to you, brother.
Man, I can't wait to come see it.
You bet, man. You bet, brother. You bet, man.
Hey, while you're here, you think you can cut me about 6 more of these?
You gonna get that lumber out of me?
You dang right. Come on now.
All right.
Coming up.
We got a bunch of mice and we really want to cat that.
So you need a mouser. You need a mouser.
What you got in mind here, Dan?
Booger, since you're wanting to be a horseman, we're going to study a little jumping today.
You know, Dad really wants me to work with the English-style horses more. That's something I'm not familiar with, but at the same time, being able to come out and work with these jumpers, hey, that's cool. I want to learn how to do it, and I want to know what I'm talking about when I talk about this line of work.
It's pretty important that they're on the left lead right now, Booger. It just makes things a whole lot easier. The horse came in on his left lead, he stayed on his left lead, and he landed on his left lead. Whenever you have two fences up like that next to each other, that's called an oxer.
Gotcha.
Striker, let's see what he can do. There's a one stride, there's a one stride, then a two.
Oh yeah, he breezed through that. You know, watching these girls go through these jumps, I can really tell there's such a finesse to it, and timing's everything. That's something that's very important on setting yourself up for a jump, and I can tell this is a very graceful sport.
Yeah, good job. What do you say we pressure him up a little bit?
Let's raise it on up.
You think we should raise him up? Okay, let's give it to him. Oh yeah. All right, let's have Haley jump through this. And that's how it's done, folks.
This is very unique and entertaining working with these horses, because me going on putting on clinics is only a matter of time before I have some English riders that want to come to my clinics. I want to be able to help them with their riding and them to be able to get their money's worth. Definitely interesting seeing them girls do something different than what I'm used to, you know. Just seeing the finesse of a horse doing what he's bred and trained to do and doing it correct, that's pretty cool to me.
I've got a barn full and a pasture full of horses I can't even keep up with. I could use a good man out here to kind of take the load off of me. You know, what would you think about coming to spend some time with us out here? And you know, we work together on different types of horsemanship skills, and we'd have a place for you to stay out here.
How long are you talking about?
I think a good part of the summer would be good.
You know, Dan has offered me a big job to come and stay with him this summer and continue to work with him. And ever since I was forced to sell the family ranch, man, I've kind of had all my facilities taken away from me. For now, getting the opportunity to come out, use his place, work on his place, and him even willing to work with me through my horse clinics and schedule them for weekends, hey, that's awesome. You know, let me talk to Jacqueline about it. I'm interested, man. I'm very interested. You invited me to do it.
Well, Booger, I'm real picky about who works for me, but you'd be the man for the job.
Well, thanks, bud. I sure appreciate it. Chip, I lied to you.
What's that, Cody?
You can cross that creek.
About belly deep?
Yeah. You know, me and Old Bay have traveled some miles today. I've been riding for hours, and this heifer is out on this big place somewhere, just hiding. She's dug down, kept over somewhere, trying to stay unseen. What I'm looking forward to the worst is telling Chip I hadn't found her. I ain't seen hide or hair over Chip.
Hey, a lot of woods to cover. We better go. We're gonna get rested up for in the morning.
I got to go home today now.
I ain't got nothing till we catch that heifer.
I tell you what, where you want me to back up, load that bull out of, and I'll just back up
We
and get out of
ain't
your hair.
trading on that bull till we catch this heifer. The way I see it, you don't catch her, you owe me a heifer.
I'll gladly pay you for a heifer, but I still want the bull.
She bought one of them $2,000 round heifers.
2,000? I think more around 1,100. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll write you one check for the heifer, $2,000. I'll write you the other check, $2,500. You can go ahead and cash it. It'll be for that bull.
Your checks ain't no good around here, son. Come on.
How about I let Misty write the dang check?
Now, that might work.
Same check, just different signature. What you cooking for supper?
Shoot, I'm tired. I don't reckon we eat.
Hey, Matthew. Yeah? Remember when you were little? Do you remember volunteering at that pet shelter?
No.
Does it sound like something you might want to do?
Sure.
Matthew loves animals, and we have a little extra time on our hands sometimes. So I thought it would be great for us to volunteer at the local animal shelter.
Let's do it.
Wait, what do you think Daddy would say if we brought home a cat?
No.
But also, I really want a cat.
Let's just look at him.
Yeah.
What do you say? Yeah.
Booger's not gonna want a cuddly fur ball around the house. So if I'm gonna convince him to let us keep a cat, it's gonna have to be a tough cookie.
We got a bunch of mice and we really want to cat that.
So you need a mouser. You need a mouser.
Can you pick out the 3 best mouse-catching cats that you have here, and then I can pick between the 3?
Okay. I would go with Brady, Mew, and Buttercup.
I see Buttercup.
Mew is a little bit older. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Very loving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he totally likes Brady. Living in the country, everybody knows that mice can definitely be a problem. Anytime you have a shed with horse feed, dog feed, there's gonna be mice looking for a snack. So rather than putting poison out that the dogs could get into, I decided it would make a lot more sense for us to get a cat.
Are you our cat? Oh my goodness.
Let's take him home.
You want to take Brady home? This one? I think he likes us.
Do you think Daddy's gonna love this cat? Because he's gonna catch mice.
What do you think about this? Do you think if we cleaned up the dog pens really good and made them really nice, then Daddy might be a little bit more accepting of us bringing home a cat?
Yeah.
Like, we can do something really nice for Daddy's dogs. That way we can have a cat. You think?
Let's do it.
Okay. You want to go home with us? Are you sure you want to go home with us? I think he loves us.
Booger's never been a cat person. And I know it's a little sneaky for us to go out and get this cat while he's in Austin. But I know once I can convince him that some cats are really cool, I think he's gonna like him.
You ready to go home?
Sure. Thank you, Mom, so much.
You're welcome, baby.
Coming up.
Yes, sir. That was my buddy Cash from Texas. Got a bunch of cattle needing to be moved. Pretty big job. He's wanting to know if me and Booger and Bubba all wanted to come out there. And I don't know where us three guys stand right now.
Hey, buddy.
Today, Booger's coming home from Austin, but he's coming home to a house full of surprises. I just hope he's happy with them.
What y'all been doing?
Well, we've been super busy, and we might have a little surprise, you know? You want to introduce Daddy to Brady?
Who's Brady?
We've expanded our family.
You expanded the family.
Now it's the moment of truth. It's time to introduce Booger to our new family member, Brady Brown. I'm really not sure how he's gonna react.
What's that cat doing in my house?
Jacqueline has brought home a cat. I'm not a cat fan. Especially, I don't want a cat in my house.
His name's Brady. He is a really super nice cat.
Why do we gotta have a cat? You know I don't like cats.
Why do
I'm
we have
not
to have a cat?
person.
Because you didn't take care of our mouse situation at the barn, so I figured once we got a cat, we won't have mice anymore.
Why is he in the house if the mice are at the barn?
Look, I've been wanting a cat for a long time.
I'm not gonna have a cat just laying all over the place. He's gonna get a hair all over this place. He's gonna get hair all over the floor. Why is he already just laying around like he owns this establishment?
That's how cats are.
He got some water in my bedroom and some food.
In your bedroom? Why you got all this stuff in his bedroom?
Well, because if I had it out here, you'd be upset that it was out here.
The way to convince Booger to allow us to keep this cat is to show him all the benefits of having this cat. I mean, when Booger's out on the road, Brady gives us something to snuggle. Also, while Booger's gone, if a mouse shows up, Brady can take care of that.
As long as he don't stay in this house very long, I'll be happy.
Of course, Jacqueline and Matthew seem happy with the cat. They're going to be the ones cleaning up behind him, too.
I want to keep him all day. I like Brady.
I don't care what you do with the cat, as long as he don't stay in the house very long. He can catch a few mice, then he's gonna have to move to the barn, because I'm sure there's a lot more work out there that needs to be done. I'm just happy to see y'all.
So how did everything go in Austin?
It went good enough he invited me to come back this summer.
What do you mean?
Well, he wants me to come out there and work for him for a couple months. He's got a lot of horses standing around there that needs riding. Not counting, he's got a lot of clients that need training. And he really can't diversify training the people and the horses.
So are you gonna go?
I don't know, I mean, it's a good opportunity. Get to go out there and...
If you go to Texas for a couple months or the summer, I mean, that's like you moving out, basically. So is this a definite thing?
No, it's not definite yet.
You know, going to work with Dan Keene is an awesome opportunity, but at the same time, I don't know if Jacqueline is prepared to let me leave for all summer.
I understand that working with Dan is really beneficial for both of you. And I know you have a great time while you're out there, but you know, you going away for 2 months, that's definitely gonna impact our family. So I think it's just something we really need to talk about.
I don't know, we got time to think about it. I mean, there's a lot to be thought about. I need to think about the guys, everything we got going on, you and Matthew. I'm sure we can get it worked out.
Look, I'm just happy you're home. So let's just revisit this some other time after you get some answers with the guys.
Exactly. I'm tired of driving, I know that.
I bet.
Shuffle some of the feed down for us. Here.
Watch your head just in case this lid.
Okay.
I want this lid.
Look. Whoa. Pull it.
It's coming out.
Yeah.
That's all that's left. Just feed that to them bulls.
Okay. Look. Daddy, come see.
Hang on, babe. I need to take this call real quick.
All right.
Hello? What's going on, Cash? Me and Misty are just doing our daily routine, filling up feed buckets, and I get a call from Cash. And it's good to hear from him. I hadn't talked to him in a while, and he goes to tell me that he needs help. And them boys out there in Texas are in a bind right now, and he needs help moving some cattle and wants all three of us to come. And I really don't know what to tell him. I mean, I really don't know where Booger, Bubba, and myself stand at this point.
There's Daddy.
Is that your supper?
Say, look, Daddy. He's got to get his bowl.
Oh, gosh, there's gonna be feed everywhere. Give
He's
me another
helping.
bucket right there. We can pour it in. Hang on. Don't pour that out. That costs money. Hang on. Look.
Here, pour it in this little
Put it
bucket.
in there.
There you go.
That was my buddy Cash from Texas. Remember me talking about him
Yeah.
once?
What's he up to?
Oh, he's got a bunch of cattle needing to be moved. Pretty big job. He's wanting to know if me and Booger and Bubba all wanted to come out there, and
When is this happening?
pretty soon. I don't mind helping Cash out, because Cash has helped us out before,
Yeah.
you know?
How do you feel about making that trip again?
Really don't want to go to Texas, to be honest with you, because I want to be stuck in the truck for 2 or 3 days with Booger and Bubba where we're not really G-hauling. You know, I mean, it could be, that's a long ways out there and back.
Yeah.
And to do a job, I mean, you know, I don't know where us 3 guys stand right now. And the last time we talked to each other, we really didn't leave things in a good way. I've talked to Booger, but it's about the cow sale. It's about business, not just a friendly, hey man, what's going on? You know, how are you? And that's not how we started out, and that's not who we are. And we have a lot of things that were left unsaid that we really need to clear the air about. I think if me and Booger and Bubba are in the same truck right now, we're still 1,000,000 miles apart in what we're thinking or how we're feeling. Now, I don't know, maybe going out there to Texas to help Cash, all of us, same truck, would be a good thing.
Yeah. I know Cody is worried about taking such a long trip with the guys because their dynamic's off right now, but maybe this is a great opportunity for them to just kind of rekindle their relationships.
Well, it's dang sure something I won't think on, because I feel like lately I've been putting us and our interest on the back burner, and I'm not doing it no more. So
Yeah.
if it's something that needs to happen, then I'll go do it. If it's something that we can live without, I'm not.
We can handle, oh my goodness. Show Daddy. Show Daddy. Whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I like the top hat.
Coming up, I just want to get you down here, Mom. I got some news. I had a guy reach out to me from Arizona. They want me to find a big ranch somewhere in Alabama and have me run the whole ranch, but it's 4 hours north of me.
Ew. This one? Yes.
Andy, guess who's coming to see us? Guess who's coming? Nana. Nana, yeah, Nana's coming. With the possibility of us moving north, I'm gonna focus all my time on my family, taking them to their favorite places and spending as much time as I can with my girls. When Kaylee and I first started dating, we spent a lot of time here on these rivers, and this is just a sentimental place to us. And since it means so much to me, I know it'll mean so much to my mother. My mom spent a lot of time with us down here as well, and this is the perfect place for us to have a picnic and let me share the news with my mother. Yeah, this is a pretty spot. We've been coming down here a long time.
I know. It used to be every weekend before we had Andy.
I know, and the only thing kind of worries me, if we move up north, it'd be hard to find something like this.
I'm sure we'll find something, but this place
Bless
holds
you.
memories that a new place will never have, you know? Bubba, are you nervous to talk to your mom?
A little bit, but I don't know what she's gonna say about it. My mom's very sensitive, and I'm afraid there's gonna be some tears shed today when I tell her the news. I'm hoping that she's supportive of me. I'm pretty sure she will be, but at the same time, I know she's gonna be sad because her baby boy might be leaving.
Give her a hug.
Kisses.
Oh, goodness, give me a kiss. What's that? Cake tastes good, and so do you. Yeah. Good cake.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, darling.
Here, hold on a minute. You got a little carrot cake on your face there.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll save that for later. Hey, darling. Ooh, there's your mama, pretty
Miss
mama.
Lana.
Hey, darling.
How are you?
I'm good. So what's going on?
I just wanted to get you down here, Mom. I got some news. It's all good. So
Okay.
I had a guy reach out to me from Arizona, and he bought a big dairy out in Arizona, and he wants to turn the dairy into a grow yard for cattle.
Oh, wow.
But not just a regular grow yard, an organic grow yard to raise organic beef.
Wow.
But the big deal is they want me to find a big ranch somewhere in Alabama and have me run the whole ranch.
Oh, wow.
And we're trying to get one, but it's 4 hours north of here.
Ew.
So, I mean, it's a great opportunity, but if that happens, then that means we'll have to pull up stakes and move.
Yeah, but opportunity, son. You can't pass that up. You know, I mean, I'd love to see that myself. Of course, I don't want you to go, but you gotta do what's best for these two right here.
Miss Lana has always supported us. When we decided to move to Mississippi a few years back, she hated for us to leave, but she also knew that if Bubba thought it was right for our family, that she would stand behind it. In this situation, she's doing the same.
We've even thought about selling our house just because, you know, it's the value of my house from when I built it to now has skyrocketed. So there's a big opportunity for me to make a good chunk of money by selling the house.
That would be in the future, though. Once we move and get settled and know this thing's gonna actually pan out, that definitely wouldn't happen anytime soon.
I know you put a lot of love, sweat, and tears in building that house, but opportunity, son. You just don't, like you said, go up there and see how it works, and one day at a time, I guess.
Yep, you're right. My mom reassures me that these kind of opportunities, they only come once in a lifetime, and the only chance at me getting this opportunity is to go after it, and she's 100% supportive of it.
Change is good sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I know. Well, I kind of like things staying the way they are, but...
Yeah.
But then again, things are changing too, Mom, because things with me and the guys have been different. Everybody's kind of going their own direction,
Really?
you know, and...
So they know about this opportunity too, or?
Yeah, they know about the opportunity.
So it's, y'all need to talk things out? I mean, y'all been friends way too long. I mean, they're like your family, you know?
You're right.
Don't leave here being upset.
I tell my mom about the situation between me and the guys, and she tells me that it's best if I don't leave without talking to them first, because you don't want to leave with weight on your shoulders, and because you never know. You might not ever have a chance to talk about it again.
Life is too short, you know, to hold grudges, son.
You're right, Mama. You are right. You are very wise in your young years.
Well, thank you. That's my boy.
Coming up.
That's the thing about cattle business. They might be getting a deal now. On it. Hey, what's up?
What's up, Booger?
I had this little old heifer out here. She got bit by a snake. I'd like to see if you'd come help me get her doctored up.
Hey, just run her up here and put her in that squeeze chute.
Well, I already got her doctored. So, I mean, I hate you had to come all the way out here. I just want to... You know, I told Booger and Bubba that I needed some help working some cattle, but I didn't tell neither one of them the other was going to be there. And here I am sitting in the middle of a pen with no cattle to work, one snake-bit heifer, and Booger rides up and he's like, hey, man, what's the deal? I thought we were working cattle. It's a little awkward at first. I really thought I was gonna need some help.
How's the cow sale coming together?
It's coming. I'm full on cattle.
Really? Dang, already?
Set down consignments. I still gotta...
Yeah, that's the thing about cattle business. They might be getting a deal now.
Morning.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Booger? What we doing, Harris?
I had some cattle pinned up. I figured I'd need y'all's help to work them. Kind of get everybody together, but I honestly got them all worked now. It's kind of... Heck, boys, I just wanted y'all to come by and let's shoot the breeze for a minute, talk things out. I figured the only way to get y'all here is tell I had something to do.
Well, I mean, we didn't exactly leave the other day on good terms.
Well,
you
I know
what I'm
that,
saying?
and I think that's why it's important we come here today. Look, let's take business and put it aside. I'm talking friendship, our friendship. Don't act like you ain't been thinking about it.
And I've thought about everything y'all said, man, and I agree with y'all.
We agree.
The last thing that I want to do is not have a friendship with any of y'all, because that means more to me than any dollar bill, than any check, than any business, than anything.
Dang right. That's what I'm getting at.
We've all started this deal together, and now it's a split up. We're not gonna do anything together anymore.
No, man. I don't look at it like that, though. I look at it as we'll still be best friends as we are. We actually be better off than we were.
The whole reason we had the conversation the other day is to get it out there, figure out what we need to do so we can salvage our friendship. Just keep it that way. We don't need business partners. Especially me wanting to focus on my horse operation. I don't need 3 trainers.
No, that organic deal that I've been trying to work on with those investors, if that ranch deal possibly goes through, then I might be moving north.
Bubba, if you want to do organic beef, do it, man. If you need my help or Booger's help, I'm sure he can if we got time. I'd love to come help you one day.
I'm good with it, man.
I am too, man. I'd rather be friends than anything.
Yeah.
If things come along where we can all 3 do something together, I'm sure we'll all be up for it.
My friendship with Bubba and Cody, that's very valuable to me. You know, Bubba said his piece, I heard him, I said my piece, and they all heard me. Hey, in this situation, we all understand each other and we know exactly where we stand. I don't want for us guys to be mad at each other or hold a grudge or nothing like that.
Well, I mean, now's a good time as any. Cash called the other day and said he had a bunch of cattle out there on the Red River. They're getting a bunch of rain, the river's rising, they need some help getting the cattle out of them valleys and them gorges.
They don't have enough cowboys out there to do it?
Well, I mean, everybody's busy right now. I mean, people are going up into Oklahoma, everywhere else, trying to rescue cattle. People are losing their places. It's bad. Now me and the guys are making progress, and we're kind of getting back in the routine of things. It's time to bring up the offer that Cash made to me. Tell the guys, hey, don't want to go to Texas? Here's an opportunity for us to go help somebody. But anyways, I didn't tell him yes, I didn't tell him no. Y'all just chill on a little while and I'll let him know. This is really a big decision for us to make because we're all gonna have to leave our families to go to Texas. And we really don't want to be beat down the highway all the time, but at the end of the day, this might be the right move for us to make right now. I hope y'all will come to my cow sale.
Well, of course I'm gonna support your cow sale. I'm gonna be there buying cattle.
That's right. What about you, Bubba?
I'm gonna be there, buddy. You know, anytime you put on an event, I'm gonna be there to help you out.
I appreciate that, fellas. I really do.
Well, Harris, to be honest with you, I feel like you know me and Booger better than anybody. Had you not called us out here for this meeting today, me and I probably still wouldn't be talking.
Yeah. Y'all are both hard-headed, just like myself. I figured if we didn't get together and talk about it, we'd have been sitting there just dwelling on it, and things we never got said.
Well, guys, I tell you what, I feel a whole lot better.
Oh, man.
Right now.
Yeah, man.
Good old Cody, gotta hand it to him. Between all his other crazy electronic technology ideas, he comes up with the best idea yet, to get us all back together and mend our friendships, because that is the most important thing of the day, buddy.
I'm good, thank you. Tell us to come out here and get it talked out.